ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to episode 10 of my Farming Simulator 19 Let's Play here on the Estancia Lapacho map. It's day 4, the morning of. We did some jobs yesterday. We got our first 2 fields harvested, crops sold, got the fields limed. We got fields 1 and 2 re-sowed, seeded, ready for future growing. We also bought some fields, take you back and look at quite quickly. So we now own fields 14, 4 and 5. Now I've not done anything on fields 4 and 5. They are harvested, they were contract jobs, done, out the way. So they need to be cultivated and reseeded. Field 4 does require lime, but I'm not going to bother liming it at this point because I only just used lime on my 3 fields previously, which I wasn't aware of. Now we don't have any weeds at this point in time, which are nice. And we've got barley and I think canola sowing at the minute. Yes. Now again, I have been doing some contract work during the evening. In fact, I've done a lot of contract work. So much so, in fact, if I just briefly tab about the place, there's a cotton harvester here that I leased to do cotton harvesting. The JCB Fast Track, which was leased to me for the cotton harvesting. There's a case harvester that I didn't use because my own harvester is more than sufficient. We got the big truck with a big trailer for doing harvesting work, and we got a big Fendt tractor and a big cultivator. Now what I did basically with the contract work was find the one that was on the biggest field, because generally the biggest field gives you the biggest equipment. Okay, think about it. Biggest field gives you the biggest equipment. So I would find that one, like this field here, field 19 is a big field, I believe. Yeah, it's this one over here. So it's fairly big, by the biogas, fairly big field. So what they're doing, the game will offer you the chance to lease pretty big equipment to obviously harvest a big field. That's what I would do. I would lease the equipment on the big field. Now once I'd done the job, I wouldn't immediately come back into the screen here and choose complete. No, I would look for the next biggest harvesting job, and what I would do is I would just accept. And I'd use the equipment that I've just used, that I've just leased on the previous job, to do this job. So I'm only using one set of equipment, leasing one set of equipment, but I can use it on multiple jobs then. And because it's the biggest equipment, as I then start working backwards, the second biggest, third biggest, fourth biggest, etc., it becomes a lot quicker and a lot easier to do the fields, because the fields start getting smaller, but your equipment is still the biggest. So you can actually do a lot of jobs very, very quickly. And we're going to get rid of quite a bit of money. Because look, I spent £1,022 leasing equipment for that job. But I ended up doing like 1, 2, 3. I did 5 jobs with that same equipment. Fertilising, did that. Harvesting, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 harvesting jobs, and I've used pretty much the same. That was a bit different because that obviously used the cotton harvester and the JCB Fast Track, but those 3 I did with my own harvester because it's bigger and faster than the one that they gave me, but I did use the truck because it's got a much bigger capacity than my own tractor and trailer. So Boom. Lots of jobs done. And we are now sitting on 314,000. Which is pretty cool. Right, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to get going with the seeder, don't we? What? That's got fertilizer in it. So what I might do is just quickly fertilise fields 1 and 2. Make sure we're obviously going to get the maximum yield from our crop. I don't think I didn't think that yeah, in this first growth stage this tractor will not damage the crops. The fertilizer's wheels won't damage my crops. That's pretty okay in my mind. I appreciate the fact I'm probably missing a little bit down that edge. Right into a lane, really. Veering off all over the place, look. Oh. That's why I should really look to see where I'm going. Because I crash. Try and get a bit better at this. I'll run up the side of these crops here, hopefully. Because I don't want to have to keep hiring workers just to make sure I do fields properly. Because I can't drive in a straight line. Do I? Because that'll just basically cost everything and then I'm not really doing any of the work. I'm basically acting like a farm manager and not a farm worker. I'd rather be one of those people that, you know, those that can do rather than those that can't manage. That was always one of the expressions I had when I was working for an engineering company. We had that expression: those that can do, those that can't become management. I don't want to be one of them people. You're going to do the work. Done it. Got it. Oh. Who put the brakes on? On that bit. In front of me. Have I turned around that quick? Find where I am? Pretty much. yes, I need to go over this way a bit more. I think for field 2 I'll work crossways. I'll work east to west and west to east rather than north south, because I just keep driving into that ditch all the time. Now I've got two more fields. Now I own 2 more fields. At least now I can start on my plan a bit to put a bit of a headland on each field to give myself a bit more room to move around. Give me a bit more room to manoeuvre. Yeah, we'll get this job nicely done, and then I can move on and get the 2 fields sown. Then they'll take a day or 2 in game to grow. Financially, I'm doing very well, so I probably won't do any more contract work at this point, or on the evening of day 4. Ah! And again, we've got this bit over here, which I don't really need to overlap too much. That thing is folded down. Let's start fertilising. And I will go back and do that bit that I missed. I will do that, I promise. And this is field 2, isn't it? This isn't field 1, this is field 2. Because that's field 3, which is the potato field. Potatoes! Driving all over your harvested crop. Field 2. Need to pick a line to go down. It will. That's is it. I'll go down here. Gonna get it this time. I'm gonna get it. Then we'll just do the edge again, because I think I missed some bits along the edge of the field. I want to maximise my yield, man. From the hard work, I've lined it. Haven't had to plough it because we don't need to yet. Although we probably will do after this next harvest, I think. Right, field 1 is being done. Don't know if I have to go over field 14, but I might do. I might go over field 14 just to make sure. I love this spreader. This spreader's brilliant. It's perfectly wide enough that it will cover most of my fields very quickly. And like I say, it's not using a ton of fertiliser, so it's not costing me a fortune to refill it all the time. Downside is I can only obviously fertilise when the crops are in this state. Once they start growing, I would be screwed because of the wheels. It would start damaging my crops. Fertilise them. I wouldn't really want to do that. So I may still... Well, I'm going to have to invest in a liquid sprayer at some point. That is... that goes without question. Because obviously I need the... weed killing herbicide functionality of the sprayer, because as we know, the weeder is completely useless in game. Doesn't work, doesn't remove weeds once your field is growing, so no interested in buying another one, wasting money on another one of them. I'm just gonna go for a sprayer. The biggest one I can, biggest tank. That's it, job done. Little Fent is working a treat. The Fiat, sorry, not the Fent. There we go. Oh, don't crash into the tree. George of the jungle. Hold her up quickly. Field 1 is now sprayed. Probably do field 14 quickly. Wouldn't be too difficult. And then we can start cultivating and seeding work on fields 4 and 5. See what crop it is I need to plant. Holding down. Oh yeah, look at this wonderful job I'm doing. Getting all the fertilising done. Grass is being fertilised. I love being an organised farmer and, you know, doing a good job. Try not to miss too many bits. No, it's only grass, but still, we would like to get as much out of our grass field as possible for when we start doing the animals. Just a bit. Missed a bit, a tiny little bit. Like I say, not going to worry about that. I'll even do a bit of overlapping to make up for it. I got a bit drunk driving up here. And we'll just come up with the one pass up the field, and we'll be done. We will be done. And our field will be ready for harvesting. I'm hoping. I'll drive right up the field edge. I should get everything comfortably. There we go. So yeah, that's a very handy tip, the contract system that I kind of employed. It's a very efficient way of doing lots of jobs. The downside is, obviously, when you're doing contract work, some people like to bit and bob about. You know, they do a fertilising job here, harvest job there, sowing job here. That's not really the most efficient way of doing it. As I say, the efficient way would be to find one type of job, whether it be cultivating, fertilising, harvesting, whatever, and do all the jobs of that type using the biggest machine. Lease the equipment for the biggest job, the biggest field, and then use that same equipment then for all the other jobs. So you're only paying one lease fee, and as the fields get smaller, you do the jobs a lot faster because you're using big machinery. I want to go down the outside here, don't I? I don't want to go in the shed. The shed is for the cedar. This can just sit out here and kind of relax a bit. Right, we now need our Fent. We're going to do soybeans. That's what we decided, wasn't it? Soybeans, I do believe, because we've got canola growing on here. Fields 4 and 5 are going to be planted. Although, to be fair, that woman there is doing a big soybeans harvest, which means she's probably going to screw up the pricing for soybeans. Yeah, see, soybean prices are bombing. They are falling rapidly. Sunflowers are also going down quite a bit. They fall down too, I suppose. Tell you what, let's do... No, sunflower prices are falling, but let's do 2 lots of sunflowers on fields 4 and 5. Because at least then when we come to harvest them, we'll get to use our different header, won't we? We will get to use a different header. Which will make a change. Again, I don't think I want to be turning on my fields. We'll drop these down. And I'm going to do the sowing work myself. I'm not going to hire a worker. What I'll do is I'll go around the outside. I'll do like a headland and I'll continue. I'll go straight up field 5. Do field 5 at the same time. know I'm overlapping, but I want to make sure I get the whole field. So I'm not worried about wasting a little bit of seed or a little bit of fertiliser. This machine tends to be pretty economical. But no, I'm not going to go straight up field 5 because it's not the same shape. So I will go across here. Off the field, yeah. Lift up. Do love this solar. The fact that it sows and cultivates in the same stroke is a massive time saver. Hopefully I can do the field a bit quicker than the AI, because the AI does tend to bugger about a bit when it's turning round. They don't really handle the fields though, turning with big equipment very well. Especially when there isn't a lot of room beyond the field edge for them to turn around on. So they would kind of struggle with my fields. Lower it down, did I? Make sure you lower it down. Otherwise you end up going wrong. At least this way I'm only sort of turning in one direction all the time. Get to do the field. Back on the soil, make sure I'm hitting my markers. Lift her up. Spin round. Try and use a bit more of the width than half the machine. Make things a little bit easier. This row looks promising because I've got a good overlap. Using a bit more of my width than I have been previously. Up. Going up about here, I think. We get that little bit Oh, just missed a bit. Not gonna worry about it though. Not plenty wide enough. Oh, that was poor. Just a great big line there, look. Some of that we'll get. This pass. There, we can pick that up. As we'll probably do with some of the other. Like this, we can pick this bit up now, so actually we're not going to end up missing all the field. Isn't that nice? Make sure we've got good lines to follow. We're going to get all the overlap this time. Not going to miss. Crop. It starts to slow. This tractor just starts to suffer a bit going uphill. I noticed. Starts to run out of gas a bit, doesn't it? Going up the hill. It's only just got the power to pull this. I think I mentioned that when I bought it. There's no wiggle room. It's literally got just enough capacity. Pull this cultivator sower, and then it any bigger. If the cultivator required, I think, you know, one more horsepower, this tractor wouldn't have been enough. It would have been too small. I would have had to go up to a bigger tractor, and that would have cost me more money. Alright, so we're going on here this time. Right down here. Make sure I pick up all them bits that I missed. The thing is, I'm doing all the work myself, so we're not spending money on workers. First day, no worker fees. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Eh? What that'll do for our profits. Of this. Oh, field's getting smaller. No, we're not cultivating. Now we are. This looks to have gone a bit wonky, this strip, doesn't it? Let's do our best to put a nice edge on it then. More or less just running in a straight line. That should tidy that edge up. Boom, boom. Might just go up and down this time. Rather than make a mess. Field edge. Oh. I have to do one more quick pass down the field and then we'll be done. That should be pretty good though. That'll be sowed. It'll be fertilised. We won't have to worry about that, we'll just have to fertilise it once it grows. Shouldn't be too long. Don't crash onto Matey's field if we can help it. Like I say, as soon as he's grown his potatoes and harvested his potatoes, I'll be taking that field off of him. I want field free for me. Okay, that's not good. Leader down. Power on. And away we go. This should be very quick to do. This field should be over in a few minutes. We're off the field? Yep. Turning around here is going to be a bit interesting. Yeah. Because of the headland not being all that big. Field 5 will be another field that I crop. Invest in the equipment to do so. More. And on the back rollers to make sure I'm in the right place. Not weaving around the field unnecessarily. Tight. I mean, fields 4 and 5 are going to get merged together because that bit in the middle there is just completely and utterly you know, it's not practical to have that. It isn't. Not practical to have that stupid bit of headland. That field in the middle where bush is. Always expand field 4 out then to meet on this edge here of field 5. Doing well. Doing very well, in fact. Perfect. Even if I say so myself. Did miss a bit there, look. I think. On the next pass up the field, I may need to just go a bit further to make sure I collect that all. Yeah, I've missed a bit, look. That's no problem, I can get that. I can get that. Do I overlap a bit on here? Because I kind of wandered off course a bit. I'll allow myself a bit more of an overlap this time. select everything. Right, now we go down here. Looking good. So we're going to run a bit longer on this one to make sure we get that bit that we missed. It should be right in front of me near enough. Done. I think the AI would be faffing about trying to reverse if I hired a worker. He'd be faffing around at the edges of the fields and driving all over other fields. He's not as good as me. So we'll turn the corner. Now we ain't got much left to do actually. Might be as easy just to work lengthwise now. Nice overlap going. I'll do this in 2 passes, shall I? Maybe I might have to do it in 3. I think I've got too much of an overlap. We got it all! Ho ho ho! No, we didn't. You lied to me again. Yeah, I bet. Did we? And off the sower. Job done. At this point I might as well refill my sower, ready for the next job. Well, I want to go down here this time. Open my cover. Start filling. Okay, spending quite a lot of money. Parking back in the shed there. Job done. Still haven't bought my pressure washer yet to wash the machines before I put them away. I think where I would put a pressure washer if I had one. Maybe on this corner. We'll look at that. Zoom in. I'll do. Put it there. It's out the way. I'm going to chop that tree down anyway. Along with a couple of these. What else could we do? Oh, fuel tank. That's new. That's one of the mods. I might have one of those, I think, at some point. We also have some new sheds. 3-door shed, 4-door shed, 5-door shed, 6-door shed. Wow. And they've got like opening and closing doors and they've got lights inside. They're pretty good. They're part of the Mod Hub mods. I think what I want though, crop protection. I think we already decided, didn't we? That gives you 1500. That's 4,380. So that's 15,380. 15,000. 5,880, isn't it? Whereas that's 6,000. So that's a little bit more capacity, but we don't have the luxury of a front tank. I was to get one of those. 115,000. Maybe not buy that today. I wanted to see, it's the 7210 Pro, isn't it? I've got small tractors 7210. I'll put a front loader on it. That was one of my plans that I planned, wasn't it? To put a front loader. 140. More or less horsepower? A lot more. Although it's classed as a medium tractor, it's not actually that good. Large tractors are going to be overkill. That's a large tractor. That is going to be overkill. $449 horsepower. That's 150 horsepower. So whatever I buy has got to be a little bit better than... $30. Armour track, can't change the engine on that. N series Valtra. Make bigger. That's going to cost me 151,000 to have a Valtra with front loader attachment on it. How much is that worth? 63,000. Oh, do I sell that? Do I sell that? What is it already called? Fent. I don't really want another Fent. I'd definitely make that 201. Could have wheel weights on it. And then it would be capable of being a loader for feeding animals. Blue. Buy that. Buy a little case. Such a shame. Such a shame that that just didn't have a front loader on it. In which case, while I'm here, I ought to... what I buy... one of them. And then We've got a front loader with a bucket ready for when we have animals. Also got a bit more pace than the case, and it's got a lot more power, so yeah, it's an upgrade. And we did manage to offset the cost a little bit. We got it for just under 100 grand, didn't we? So we did get a bit of money back for. We got 69,000 back for our own case, and this was just what, about 151. So we paid 90 grand for it. Good thing about this as well is I could probably buy a mower to put on the front. Couldn't I? I could put one of them on the front. Then I would need what? Loading, is it a loading wagon? Yeah, loading wagons, isn't it? I'd need something then to tow behind it. That's big. Mod by Stevie. 90k capacity on that one. 70k capacity on that one. So they're big machines, but a bit beyond my horsepower scope for the tractor. Might be one of those, I think. That one, 35,000 litres should be enough if I was to get one of them and a mower. We would be okay. Right, it's nearly noon. I'm pretty much up to date on all my jobs again, because we still don't have a lot to do. Posts in the way. Right, let's have a quick look. Growth. Stuff is growing, but unfortunately for me, fields 4 and 5 aren't in a position to be fertilised yet. So that's newly planted, and the outside looks to be growing in already. Don't have any weeds. I'm tempted to take this. Up to fields 4 and 5, ready to do the fertilising. Nice bit of screenshottage there. That'll be the thumbnail. Looking a bit mucky. Definitely going to need a power wash. Here's before long. Should probably chuck the voucher on this actually, because it would be faster. Some of the field's grown in, some of it hasn't. Gonna have to wait for that to catch up, sadly. Don't think field 5 has grown in it yet either. No, it's only field 4 that field 4 will grow in before field 5 because of how I sowed the field. What I think I'll do is, I think I'll just leave it here, park it here. Probably call the episode to an end here actually, because I don't know how long I've been recording for and I don't want to make this episode too long. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're still enjoying the series. And like I say, in all my videos, if you have enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like on it. Please feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, feedback, questions, etc, etc, and feel free to share the video wherever you wish. If you're not already, please consider smashing that subscribe button, as it really helps my channel to grow. And I'll be back with another video very, very soon in the series. So for now, goodbye.